Hi guys, I'm Ashley with Grace & Goods Boutique.
And I'm Shelby with the Aria Event Studio.
And this is the Business Bestie Podcast. Good morning, happy Monday. We are so excited to sit down today with Ayo, a women's coach, and I'm going to have her go ahead and introduce herself to you guys.
Okay, hi everyone. My name is Ayo Ajani. I am a life coach. I coach mostly women, but I think I'm getting into coaching men too.
Yeah.
Okay.
I am also a licensed therapist actually, and I'm a mom of 2 girls.
Oh, nice. I did not know you had daughters.
I do.
Fun.
So we're all girl mommies.
Girl moms. Yeah. What are their ages?
3 and 8 months.
Oh, you're baby. Gosh.
Yes, a baby.
We're way past that. We got 10-year-olds.
Can't wait.
Yeah. So I know we've met through some of our networking groups, but tell me a little bit about who you were before you were a coach.
That's a great question. So in different ways, I would say, one, I have always been a therapist, so I guess that's career-wise, that's what I was doing. I'm also just a student. I'm just someone who enjoys learning, so I've always learned. I've enjoyed mentorship, and it's one of the things that actually got me into coaching too. Like, I've seen people walk me through life, so I'm like, what best way to pay it forward?
Yeah, pay it forward.
To coach other people.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
So where did the name The Unhidden Self come from? Was there a moment where you realized you were living hidden?
So I think it was ChatGPT and my husband that did that, because I had been struggling with the name for like 2 weeks at that time, and I'm like, okay, I need help at this point. Something has to happen, because I was about to register the business and I didn't have a name. So he was like, okay, give me a little time. I'm gonna find something, and I think it went on ChatGPT. I feel like it would be. So yeah, and he was like, do you like this one? I'm like, I think it makes sense. I like it. And working with a lot of women, with the other part of the question, I think unfortunately that's like the default for a lot of women. We just tend to live like that. I don't know if it's society. I don't know if it's nature and nurture. I don't know which it is, but women just tend to just live hidden. It's like be seen and not heard. So yeah, it just
really made sense with what you were trying to do, again, moving forward with women and kind of helping them find their true selves.
Yes.
With that journey of helping women, what is something that women are being taught about success that you maybe don't agree with?
So I think there's this thing of you're either a career person or a family person, and I don't like that. I think you can be both perfectly. Yes, there will be times when one will kind of, what's that word?
Rise above the other.
Yeah, but you can conveniently have both. So I think a lot of times there is this thing of, as a woman, you're choosing your career, you're growing, or your business, just whatever it is you're doing, and you're doing great, and it just feels like, you can't have a family with that. So when you make that choice that no, I can, and you talk about being a mom too, and being a wife maybe, or whatever, then there's just kind of I don't know. That's what I've seen a lot. I don't know why that is, but I just find that's no.
People feel like they can't have like that business success if they have
family,
family, and vice versa. I think a lot of times too, I think we visualize success as like money, and if we aren't making money, then we aren't successful. But I know we've talked about this a lot. Like, success is something completely different in everyone's eyes, and maybe that is just raising your family and raising good kids and being a good wife, or being an amazing businesswoman, or both.
Absolutely. And I've talked to people too who are like, I think one of my greatest achievements in life is raising my kids well. Yeah. I can sit back now and look at them and be like, yep, I did that. Yeah. And I'm like, you know what?
That's a huge success.
Yeah.
That is successful.
I'm very happy. Yeah.
So what's something about identity that you feel like people get completely wrong?
A very good one there. So a lot of times I think we think identity is something that you become necessarily. No, I do think it's already on the inside of you. It's just something that you have to allow be visible. So it's like, I always think about it as like an outfit that you already have in your closet. You just have to wear it. Just put it on. Let's see it. And most people have it hidden under something in their closet. So it's like, just pull it out. It's already there. It's on the inside of you. It's not necessarily something you don't have to look for or morph into. No, you already have it on the inside. So you just need help sometimes pulling it out and really living it. So
I love that analogy.
Yeah. Well, I feel like society makes it hard for humans in general to be themselves because there's so much pressure to be liked by everybody around you.
Yeah.
So I love that analogy that it's already inside of you. You just have to be brave enough to pull it out.
Yeah. And not get lost. And I think too, a lot of us too, like we take that identity as I'm only a businesswoman, or my business is me, or me being a mom, that is my identity. So I'm loving the closet. Like it's just down in there. You just gotta pull it out, just gotta dig a little.
Yes. Put it on and flaunt it.
Yeah, there are different boxes that I guess society has created, and they want you to fit a specific one. It's like you don't have to. It's just you wear your own clothes.
Yeah.
I think it's also remember who you were before the world told you who to be.
Yeah, I refer to childhood a lot. I'm like, okay, so think about when you were 3 to as far back as you can. What were you like? Like, what were the things that, made you tickle? What were the things that you excited you then?
Yeah.
And once people are able to go back into that, they're like, I see it. I'm like, I see it too. Yeah.
That's so funny. I used to go roller skating every weekend, like 12 to 14. We just went roller skating for a birthday party on Sunday, and I busted out my skates and I went skating, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I feel like
alive
a kid.
again.
Yeah, like, this is so much fun. Why don't I do this anymore?
Yeah, I think skating's coming back a lot for kids' birthdays, and so we've been skating a lot lately too. Awesome. And I'm like obsessed with it. Like I love rollerblading so much. I used to do it in my neighborhood all the time, which I think is funny because I would never be able to rollerblade now, like down like a paved street. But I used to rollerblade through my entire neighborhood.
Yeah. So.
Okay, so what is a subtle sign that when people come to you that you can see that they're kind of living out of alignment?
Oh, good God. Which one do we mention? People pleasing, always saying yes to things. I think for women, it's Women's History Month, so let's talk about women. I see people pleasing a lot. It's ridiculous. And just saying yes to things all the time. I'm like, no, he's a fool.
Don't look at me like that.
She just sent me a reel about being a yes woman.
Yeah, I've been one like as long as I can remember. I'm getting better with age. Yes.
It gets better. It gets better over time. But
it gets easier. Yeah.
So that would be, I think, the one that I see often.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and I know we say it gets better and it gets easier, but it would be really nice too if it's like we don't have to wait until we're 40 to be, not, like to be able to learn how to kind of like not stand up for yourself, but just feel confident enough to be like, no, this doesn't work for me, or no, I can't do this, instead of just always feeling like you have to say yes.
Yeah. I want to be able to say no and not follow it up with no because, or no, I'm sorry. I just want to be like, nope.
No. That's so good. Yeah.
Besides maybe being a yes woman or a people pleaser, what are some other things that you see consistently holding women back?
So I always say, I ask people this question, like, are you sure your normal is normal? Because sometimes the things we think is normal is really not. So I see a lot of mindset issue. So I was teaching a workshop recently, and so we're doing a vision board. And we went a step further, and I'm like, okay, look at your vision board right now. What does it say about you? And I mean, this is a different group of women. They are mostly women who are just coming out of prison. They've lived a life of substance use and things like that. So, and then the others started laughing at this one girl. I mean, not in a bad way, just kind of healthy banter. And they were like, oh, this one's definitely going back in. And I'm like, why did you say that? They were like, look at her vision board. So I looked at it and I saw like handcuffs in it. So I'm like, you want to explain that? She's like, well, it's just been a part of my life. I just feel like I should put that on there because it's been, I'm like, I get that. That's where you've been, but this is a vision board. And this is we're talking about your future. And it was almost like she couldn't see it. She's like, yeah, you know, I just put that on there because it's just what I've lived. I'm like, yeah, I'm not arguing that, but this is your future. And it took like a few minutes. We talked through it. She was like, okay. And then finally she ripped it out. I'm like, thank you.
Yeah.
Because we need to do
well,
that.
like that's her normal.
Yeah. And so I, even just doing that little activity, it's like, oh my God. The things holding people back to your question, is just that mindset. Like, you can't see past that. You don't think anything else is possible for you. And that stresses me out so much.
Yeah.
So a lot of people probably live in the past. I mean, that's a great example of letting your past, you know, experiences dictate your future, which does not have to be the case.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was unfortunate, but I'm glad we were able to talk through it, and she ripped it out. I'm like, okay, thanks.
Yeah.
It's actually a beautiful story.
I was like, and that's probably like a feel-good moment to like, okay, ripping this off, like rip off that Band-Aid. Like, this is past me. This is not, we're going to create a new norm. Yeah.
So in your opinion, what does true confidence look like for women? Not the, you know, the posts on Instagram, the perfect life on social media, but like true real life confidence.
I think for everyone in different stages, it means different things. Sometimes for someone is being on a podcast and actually using their voice. I was like that. For other people, it's being able to say no sometimes and take that as a full sentence. Sometimes it's silence. Sometimes just not saying anything. Sometimes it's setting boundaries and ignoring anything else outside of that. Like, this is the boundary that I've set for myself. I just honoring that. So it's different per time. It just depends on where you are in life. Yeah.
When do you feel the most confident?
I think when, like in that scenario, when I'm teaching and I'm able to pick out something like, why is this way? And then I see that person, like that light bulb, they're beginning to recognize it. I'm like, I did that.
I love that. Being able to celebrate your own wins too is very important.
Yes.
Yeah. So how do you help women rebuild identity after a major shift in life? So again, going back to your example, you know, like how would you help somebody in that scenario or that situation feel good about rebuilding their identity?
Yeah. So one of the things we do is, let's look at where you're coming from. What is that like? And when you, if it's even possible, can you envision a future for yourself? So vision board is always a really nice one. We do a lot of mindfulness too, just like imagining where you are and all that, and then actually start working on action steps. Like, let's actually take steps and make those plans, because we can say we want to do this all we want if we don't actually take the steps. Something else I also work with people on is the influences. So what are what are the voices in your life? Because even though you're trying to do the work, if everybody else here is like so negative, toxic, or just whatever, it'll be really hard to really achieve your goals. So that's one of the ways really that we do it. Yeah, it's a bunch of things, just depends on where they are.
I think the circle of who's in your life is so important. I mean, I think I've noticed that throughout life. I'm sure you have as well. Just when the people change, or you start to align more with the people in your life, like things just even open up for you so much more. It's really pretty wild. How it's like just like kind of contagious.
Speaking on that, in my own personal life, I went through like a season of isolation, and it was more of a godly thing. Like, he separated me from all my friends that I was running with for 10 plus years. It was when I broke my foot, and I literally couldn't do anything. Couldn't drive, couldn't walk. So I was literally like just at home with God, and he was like, we've got to quiet all these voices, and you got to listen to me. So yeah, that's how it was for me.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's a good one too. And yes, for people of faith, that's always a good one. We will always go back to who you are in Christ. I am a person of faith, so I always that's part of my practice. Now, if someone's not, and I mean, I still work with them, it doesn't matter, but I am, and I will always bring that up too, because at the end of the day, there are times when life just feels really hopeless, and that's the only anchor that you have to hold on to. So yeah, that.
Love that. But what are daily habits that you see separating women who are reaching growth and daily habits that are maybe holding them back?
For those who are reaching growth, you see the ability to reflect and really look inward, because until you're able to look inward, then you can't see some of the patterns that you need to change. You can't see even areas of growth where you're doing well and actually celebrate those wins. So being able to look inward and say, okay, this is where I'm doing well, I'm grateful for that. And then other ones is like, okay, these are the patterns I need to change. This is something I need to work on. And for those who aren't, it's really just the opposite of that. You either just can't really see past where you are, or you can't look inward and say, this is where growth needs to happen. Yeah. And then, of course, the ability to reach out for help too.
Yeah.
And receiving help. Yeah.
What's an uncomfortable truth about growth?
It's lonely.
Yeah.
It's very lonely. I like that example that you just gave about yourself too. It's like there are times when either spiritually or just generally in life you're growing, and it's like you have to separate yourself from people. We talked about influences. It's like there are people in life that you would unfortunately have to let go. And that's hard. It is lonely. You will be so misunderstood. People would think you're proud. Oh, you've now arrived. You don't want to talk to us anymore. Just so many. You will lose friends.
Yeah.
It can be lonely. It can, and people won't understand like what you're trying to do. But you know what you're doing, and with the help of whoever's working with you, you can do it. Yeah. But it is lonely.
It is lonely.
Yeah.
And I believe you can love people from a distance.
Yes.
You can still love those people that you maybe
Absolutely.
had to separate from. But it doesn't mean you have to have bad or ill will towards them.
Yeah.
All right. Well, can you tell our audience kind of where they can find you, what you can serve, how you can serve them?
Okay, well, you can find me on Facebook at The Unhidden Self. Same on Instagram. You can find me there too. I serve women mostly, but yes, men too. I serve as young as like 12-year-olds up until however old you are. And yeah, I help with clarity, identity, self-rediscovery. We hold each other accountable. We set boundaries, and just in different areas too, in different areas of life. So relationship, finances, maybe not so much. I need help with that. But yes, relationship, families. I talk to couples, individuals, even organizations. Sometimes I have a workshop with like people's boards and
like their staff and stuff.
Yes.
Nice.
So
Awesome.
Perfect. Well, we will get you tagged down below so you guys can go give her a follow and check her out, reach out to her if any of that felt like it aligned with you and you are maybe looking for a coach. So thank you guys for joining us, and happy Monday.
Have a good one.
thank you.